Yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and pull this up. Okay. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Sharon Blackwell. I'm a lifetime diamond coach, and I have been with Beachbody for just pretty much 2 years. Yeah, just over 2 years. So we are going to talk a little bit about graphic marketing today because this is my background. Before I became a coach, I was a graphic designer. So I've kind of taken a liking to doing pretty things. And so I want to share with you guys a little bit about what my focus is when it comes to this. So I like to think of it more as attraction marketing. And it's not to say that what I'm saying is the end all be all. You know, you guys do what you feel is best for you. That's the first thing I want to start with. But what I'm going to do is equip you guys with something for you to take home and to evaluate and see if it works for you or how you can adjust it to make it work best for you. So we're going to start with this. We're doing attraction marketing. That is our business overall. Like, we're attracting people to us, we're creating relationships, and we're loving on people as much as we can. So the biggest thing to remember is that we have to stay positive. And with that positive, I'm talking about your posts because that is my focus today. And I want you guys to remember that your personal page, your business page, you're walking into the grocery store, that is your storefront now. So anything and everything you do, it's not to say don't be real and don't be raw with your people, but at the same time, remember that you are representing your business. And think about it, if you were in the corporate world, would you act this way? And if not, then you need to adjust it because you are the CEO of your business. And if you want to attract people to you, you have to act as such. So we're going to talk about the storefront a little bit. We're going to talk about your logo. We're going to talk about fonts. I know that's a lot of detail, but apps that you can use and then lighting sources that you can use. Those are all the things that I do on a daily basis. These are all the things that I use. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. So we're going to start with your storefront. Like I already said, you know, when you're walking around in the grocery store, you want to be sure that you are being welcoming and inviting to people. But then also from a Facebook standpoint, look at your profile picture, look at your cover photo, and does that represent who you are? Does that represent your brand? And does that represent who you are trying to attract to you? And if it doesn't, then we need to reevaluate those things. So with the profile picture, we're going to start with that. And I snagged these ones because these are, for me personally, this is the best way to present yourself on your storefront. A picture of you, a professional photo of you, something that's clear and of your face so that people can see you without going onto your page. You look professional. And so, like I said, those are some examples. We got Jennifer. These are all leaders on our team. Jennifer, me, Rachael, Cassandra, Stephanie, and Kim. So there's more. Don't be offended if you're not on there, but I just snagged some to fit on the slide. And then continuing on that storefront and with your profile picture comes your cover photo. And again, this isn't to say that your cover photo isn't good, but these are just some good examples that I've seen on our team to show the business that you are running. So we got Lariah here. I absolutely love this. It's got her personality on the left with all these fun pictures, her family. It talks about what she does, what she's passionate about. That right there is like solid, because she's saying she's a wife, she's a mother, obstacle course racer. Anybody can just go to her page without looking at her posts and know that if they're attracted to her or not, if she's somebody that they want to work with. So excellent job, Lariah. And if you guys want to get some inspiration, look at hers for sure. I just threw mine on there so you guys can see. Again, Jennifer and Chris Zabish, Rachael, Stephanie, and Tiffany. So I'll just go back again so you guys can see these. So remember that this is professional and this is our business, and you want to use programs to put that out there, put your brand out there if you have a logo and all those things. So take a look at that, go to these people's pages and, go to top coaches pages and you see exactly what I'm talking about. And so, a lot of you probably don't have a logo right now, and that's totally fine. But again, if you think about any corporate business, they all have logos because there's a CEO and they're a business and they're marketing to other people. And so that logo or, you know, a website or something. You know, if you look at Rachael's post, she has coachrachelsfitness.com, you know, so she's directing people to her website, and it's a professional website, you know, being her actual brand, you know, Coach Rachel's Fitness. But then there's also some of these, you know, I've branded myself as NAU Fitness, me and my husband. And we have Boom Squad, Lauren D Fitness, Team Chainbreakers, you know, just anything that gets you one step above the rest. You know, we want to be standing out to our potential coaches, our potential customers, and all that. So something that I've found, I'm not sure about Fiverr for logos. Because Rachael, you use them. So Fiverr is a good one right here, that Fiverr. This is a really good one for getting logos. I want to say it's like $5, maybe more, depending on what you get. But you spend $5 and you tell them what you want, and they create a logo for you within like 24 hours, maybe 48, you know. And so if you don't have the graphic capabilities, that's okay. There are resources out there like Fiverr, or if you have a friend or family member, or if you do have the capabilities, then go for it and figure it out. But that is a great resource. Or like I said, just putting your website on your photos, something that's branding you, so that when people are seeing all of your posts, they're seeing it. So if you go to my page specifically, you'll see on almost every single post, I've tagged NAU Fitness. I hashtag NAU Fitness, and then I put my logo on everything. And we'll get into the apps that I use to do that. So you can create your own, use Fiverr, or just tag your website on it. And then I'm going to get into fonts. And this is especially specific if you are doing your website on your photos and stuff. What I would suggest, and again, this is up to you, what you want to do, you do what's best for you. But my suggestion from a graphic standpoint is to pick a font that represents who you are, like your style. You know, are you out there? Are you outgoing? Are you more of like a fancy person? You know, whatever it is, whatever font you feel is best for you. And if this is like totally like weird, I'm sorry, I'm a font snob. So it like really connects with me, but you know, pick something. And so right now I just use what's on one of my apps, but that's not to say that's the one that I want to use forever. And so figure out what works best for you. And then from there, it's okay if you change. It's okay if you change your logo. I was in corporate world for, 10 years or more, and we went through branding where we completely changed our logo. It's still the same company, but so it's don't feel like you're stuck once you make that decision. But you do need to make that decision if you are serious about this business and you're serious about wanting to attract people to you as a professional. So decide the font and the style and just make it you, whatever that is. And so, like I said, make a choice here, and then you can research online. You can download fonts. I don't know if you guys know that. Just type in like free fonts or like Flair or whatever you feel like is you. Type those words and then say free font. And I can guarantee you that something will pop up for you. There's even websites where you can actually create your own based on your handwriting. So, that's something that you could think about too. That might cost, but, and so then you can create those fonts, you can create things. And if you need help with this, just let me know. So what I've done on my logo, the NAU Fitness, is I've created it as an image file with a clear background. And I have that image file just downloaded on my phone. And so every time I go to create an image and I put it in the app, I just drop an image overlay, and that is my logo. So it would be the same for you, whatever, if it's your website or a logo or whatever you want, have that on hand on your phone and on your computer. So every time you're doing those photos and other graphics, that you can just plop that right on and put it somewhere on the photo. I like to keep mine in the bottom right corner if possible. But again, it's up to you what you feel is best for you. So then the fun part comes into play, right? So the apps that I use, I put 2 of them here, but I've grabbed some others. And if there's another one, I don't know about a lot of them because I found what works for me. So what works for me is every photo that I take, I use the Beauty Plus app. And so I take a picture, say I take a selfie or whatever after my workout, and then I go into Beauty Plus and I beautify it. And it just kind of smooths out you and the background. And it kind of like, it brings focus in on who, like whatever, if it's food or your face or whatever else, it focuses in on that and kind of blurs out the background. And then you can add filters and you can play with it. I was a little overwhelmed when I first started with Beauty Plus, but now it's like super fun and super easy because I figured out what works for me and I just go with it. I don't like change a lot. And so once I figured it out, I was sold and I was golden. So then what I do is after it's beautified and everything, I'll go in, I'll save it. And then for me, I have an Android phone. And so I use Textgram. You can see here in the upper left of those 4 little logos, I use Textgram. And so that's where I add my text overlays and where I add my logo. And I meant to actually put some samples in of like a before and after before I beautify it and everything, just so that you guys can see a difference, but I just completely spaced it. So if you guys want to see a difference, let me know. And I can actually, you know what, I'll just post one in the Boom chat. And so that is what I do. And I know, like Rachel, you use WordSwag. So I think that's an iPhone thing. And then there's also PicMonkey and Canva. Those are 2 things that you can use on the computer, possibly on the phone. I don't use them because I have my own graphic programs already, but those 2 are excellent, excellent ones. And I know most of the coaches on the team use at least one of those, and like all the top coaches use those things because they're super easy to navigate. So find an app that works for you and just run with it and go with it. And remember that you're not set. Like you don't have to stick to that forever. If you find something better, do that. Whatever you can do to make you better. So, and then also lighting sources. So right now, I don't have the Diva ring, but I highly suggest it. And as soon as I get the money saved up for it, that is going to be my next big purchase. Just look at Rachael right now. And I know Rachel's my example because I know she has it. And any videos that you see of Rachael or even Lariah, because I know those 2 for sure have it, watch their videos compared to even my videos, and you're going to see a world of difference. Like it just, I don't even know how to explain it, but you got to look into it.
Hey, really quick,
yes.
Sorry to cut you off. You guys want to see what it looks like when I turn the light off really quick? This is the
do it.
light. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this is me now.
Yeah.
And now it's off.
Yeah. So you guys see the difference there? Isn't that crazy? Like, not even exaggerating. They look like movie stars. I would not, and that's what they use. This is basically like a small version of what professional photographers use. Yeah, exactly. It looks so much better. This is what professional photographers use. This is what all the movie sets, these are the things that they're using. And why not us? For $300, and I didn't get no commission on Diva Ring. If you find something better, go for it. But these are just the things that I'm passionate about. And so I couldn't afford $300. I'm not made of money. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I quit my job. So our income is cut more than half. So I don't have the money for that right now. So what I figured out is this Dimitri selfie ring. Amazing. And I have it right here. So I'm not using it right now because I have lights coming in on me, but this is all it is. And I'll just sample it for you. You hold down the button and you can see it just pops right on. And it's kind of, so it has like settings. So I'm changing the setting. You can do that. And then it turns off and it just charges into your computer. Less than $20 off of Amazon. And then the Diva Ring, both of those you can get on Amazon. So I highly suggest it if you are serious about this business and marketing yourself. Because for one, what woman doesn't want to be beautiful? And guys too, what guy doesn't want to look good on camera? Like everybody, right? So those are the things I suggest. And like I said, I think all of us could probably swing $20 for the selfie ring light. So just type in Diva Ring or Dimitri selfie ring, and you'll see these exact things on there on Amazon. So just really to wrap it up, and then we'll get to questions right after this. So if you've ever worked, like I said before, if you've ever worked in an office or any type of professional environment, you know how it's run. And in probably more times than not, I'm sure there's some bad ones out there, but more times than not, from my experience, I'll tell you this, there's a CEO and they care more than anything in the world. It is like butting heads with their own family on how their business and their storefront is presented to their clients. And if anybody in the company is a bad representation of that, they're out. So what's the difference between us and them, except we own our own business, we run our own hours, and we decide who is on our team. This is even better. And we get to choose everything. We get to determine it all. So why not figure out how we can present ourselves and beautify ourselves and create this storefront that attracts people to us, the people that we want to us. And just remember that if you can't do it in an office environment, you probably shouldn't be doing it here either. I know, like, if I was talking trash about someone, or if I was always negative, my CEO would have called me out. He would have come straight over to my desk and said, Sharon, what is going on? People are talking like you just have not been nice, and you're not really representing who we are as a company. I mean, I can guarantee you he would come to me and say that because it was a very professional environment. And then the second thing is, would you ever cheapskate anything that involved, would they, so like the companies, the corporate offices, they would never cheapskate anything that contained their brand. They would hire out the most expensive professional service. They would hire out people to train them how to present, anything and everything. They would do it and get it, bring somebody else in who is a professional in that. So that is the same thing for us. Now, I understand that not all of us can afford these things, but at the same time, if we're serious about this business, we got to remember that this is an investment on our business, and we will see a return on investment if we just focus in now and do the small things now that will pay off, tremendously later. And so then the last thing is that we are professionals. For me personally, and I'm saying this as much to me as I am to you guys, because this is our own business and this is our own company and we are our own CEO, sometimes even I can forget that, and I don't take it as seriously as maybe I should. But we are professionals and we are CEOs. And so there's no reason for us not to act as such. And so if you're not acting that way right now, even if you work a full-time job and you work for somebody else, that's okay. But if you're not acting like your own CEO, you may never actually get to that point of having an income like a CEO and having a team like a CEO. So remember that. And if you need to change your mindset, then do that. And the way to change your mindset is to keep reading personal development, guys. Like, more than anything, personal development is what has been changing me. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to maybe stop sharing. There we go. And if you guys have any questions, sorry for my fast talking, but I wanted to be sure we got it in before it's too long. Yes, Amanda. I see that. Lumi phone cover. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that's a good one. That's a little bit more expensive, but that's a good one too. Yeah, that one's like what, 50? No, 20. You can unmute.
Isn't it?
Okay, yeah, it's 20.
Okay.
It's 20.
Yeah, see, and I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's another one. And actually, I think the Lumi case might be a better option for videoing. Does yours go off? Like, does it ever turn off? Like, if you're doing like a 10-minute, 20-minute video, would it go off, or does it stay on?
I've never done that long of a video, so I'm not sure. But I think it stays on, my understanding, because you hit this button on the back.
Okay.
So it stays on until you turn it off. I don't think it has like an auto shut off.
Okay. Yeah.
And you can also dim it if you hold it down.
Okay, cool.
So it does have the dimming feature too.
Yeah, can you put that in the boom chat for everyone too? Just so that's another option. And then, okay, so the one thing I will say to you guys before, if you don't have a lighting source before you're making a decision, the Lumi case is awesome. And the lighting, I mean, it's like a miniature version of the Diva Ring light that Rachael has, like as far as quality and lighting on your face and everything. But, and then this one as well, you can attach, like I can put it right there on my laptop. So I have it there. It's more mobile. That would be the only difference in benefit, to to this one, but it'll turn off. Like after 10 minutes, it shuts off to save battery or whatever, electrical power. I don't know, whatever it is. There's not batteries in it. So, you just got to kind of research it and figure out what works best for you.
And really, just like Sharon said, I mean, you don't have to get the Diva ring now. That's can be a future down the road purchase. These little lights that she's suggesting work perfectly fine for right now. So if you guys don't have them, if you guys are on here and you guys don't have lightings, just definitely get into that and just pick one of the cheaper ones and go with it, just to make yourself stand out, just like she said, make yourself more professional, you guys. I will say that from day one, I have always treated my business like $1 million business, all the way. Like as soon as I signed up, from running out of the gate, I was like, this is $1 million business and I need to treat it like that. So I immediately researched the lights. I immediately, figured out how I could make myself stand out. So everything that Sharon suggested today is top notch, perfect for everybody that is getting started as well.
I want to post on this
This was great, Sharon. Great topic, great content. Thank you so much. Do we have any more questions for her?
The one thing I was going to say is Christy commented in the chat and said that WordSwag is actually on Android now. So that's something to edit from what I said earlier. So you guys could choose WordSwag as well, which I think is probably a better option as far as how the text, it's more, it pops out more. So I'm gonna have to switch over to that now.
So for all of you on here, if you don't have your Facebook profile and your cover, we're going to be scoping out your pages. And we are going to be yelling at you here pretty soon because, like Sharon said, that's your storefront. That's the first thing you should get done and knock out and make that thing pop. And if you need help with it, please let us know because we can figure it out. PicMonkey is the easiest way to go for that Facebook banner, is PicMonkey to make the ones that she was showing us. Okay, cool. So you guys, Coach Basics again starts Monday, 23rd. Okay, so if your new coach is on here, or if you have new coaches, make sure you're getting them plugged into that. Team Cup, you guys haven't registered your team yet, get that in. I think the end of the 31st, I think, is our last day we can sign up for that. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but get your teams going. Just one diamond per team. It doesn't. You guys don't even have to be in our team. It can be someone else's team as well. So, but preferably our own because it helps our team volume. Let's see. So, and then the Jesse Reagan training. You guys did not watch that. Please go back and watch it because all of our team signed up for it. It is going to be a huge game changer, and there is a payment plan. And if you can't afford the payment plan, please send one of your diamonds or your coach a message, and we will figure out how to get you signed up on that because it's going to benefit everybody so much that I will figure out a way to either just work the money out, okay? So, because I want everybody to be a part of this training. The last day to sign up for that is tomorrow, okay? It's the Jesse Reagan training. Do you guys have questions on do you guys all familiar with what that was?
I remember seeing about it. Is it posted in Boom Squad? I can go back and.
Yes, it's posted in there. Just really quick, it is. He is famous for his coach training, and he teaches us how to run our business like page. So he shows us how to run business ads, Facebook ads, teaches us how to find our niche market. With that one-time payment for his training, we have the training for life. So it's not a monthly fee or anything like that. It's an amazing deal. But my friend Ken that I am partnered up with here, he started the training and immediately showed me what is happening on his business page, and I was floored. It's a legit training and it's actually going to bring people to us instead of us having to go to search for them. So it's going to bring in a lot more money for us all. Okay, so I'll give you the video for that, Amanda. If you have time tonight, I would sit down and watch the entire training. It's a 2-hour training, but if you lay in bed and just watch it tonight, you'll have a better understanding of how beneficial it's going to be for all of us. Okay. Okay, so that's it. See you guys back Thursday. Yes.
The one thing I was going to say is because I had, because like I said before, we're not all made of money, but we're trying to figure out a way to get that training. We haven't ordered it yet, me and my husband, but I emailed Jesse Reagan about what the payment plan is or how to do that or whatever. And just so you guys all know, it's actually through PayPal. So you'll pay for it through PayPal, and then PayPal allows you to do a payment plan.
Gotcha.
So just so when you go on the website, they don't offer that, but you can pay through PayPal and all that stuff. So
Do you know how much the payment was, Sharon?
I didn't. I saw the email in passing, and I haven't looked at it any further.
Okay. So just so you know, the full price was $300. Okay, and that was for everything. And so I'm assuming the payment plan is going to be like a monthly payment towards that. So I'm not really sure. But like I said, seriously, don't hesitate to send me a message and say, hey, I can't afford that payment plan, and I will help you figure it out. Okay, I want everybody to have it that bad because it's going to be huge for us. Okay.
Yeah, and guys, remember too that if you haven't watched the training, like it was ridiculous. These people are hitting like Success Club 20 and 30 every single month, and they're not even reaching out to people, guys. It is like I struggle to hit 5 sometimes. Okay, and I've got a warm market, and people just don't sign up, and these people are flocking to them.
Yep.
I mean, like. I don't even know. And you can figure it out. And here's the thing that I was saying to my husband, like I could totally reverse engineer and look at all the people who gave examples of their business pages, and I can reverse engineer it. But is that time more important, or is the money more important? And at that, like to spend $300 and have days upon days of time to be able to do those trainings instead of trying to reverse engineer everything is worth it. And remember, it's tax season, so if you guys get tax checks.
And that training is a write-off. It's a business expense write-off, you guys, for your taxes. Anything that you buy for your Beachbody business is a write-off. Mm-hmm. So always remember that, okay? All right, let me know if you guys, if you need help with that, because seriously, I want everybody to sign up with it. If you're going to take this business to the next level, I want you to be a part of that training, okay? Yeah. All right. See you guys next Thursday. Get your team signed up. Amanda, you going to say something?
I was just going to ask if you could hang on, if I could just chat with you after you end the call for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Thank you, Sharon. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Bye.